As we enter 2023, our curiosity about the occult and paranormal grows. For creepy ghost sightings to strange things that can't be explained, the idea of haunted homes continues to interest and confuse people. In this video, we'll look at some of the most famous haunted houses in 2023. Each one has its own story of strange things that can't be explained, which stays a mystery for believers and doubters alike. Get ready to be scared as we take a closer look at these scary houses and the stories that surround them. But first, subscribe and press the bell icon, and let's get started. Number 10. Villisca Axe Murder House. On June 10th, 1912, Josiah Moore's wife, 4 children, and 2 young overnight guests in Villisca, Iowa, were murdered by an unknown person in an old white frame house. Residents reported seeing a man with an axe, children sobbing, and paranormal activity. With no indoor plumbing or power, the home was rebuilt in 1994. These details chill a lamplight tour from April to November or a group overnight experience. Number 9. Carl Beck House. Some say this Penetanguishene home is the most haunted in all of Ontario. It was built in the late 1800s by lumber baron Carl Beck. After Beck's wife died, the eldest daughter, Mary, raised the younger children. According to folklore, years later, when Carl died, he didn't say why he left Mary $1 in his will. People say that a ghost of a mad woman, most likely Mary, can be seen in the upstairs window today. Number 8. Molly Brown House. Margaret Maggie Brown, known as the Unsinkable, survived the 1912 RMS Titanic sinking and pushed the lifeboat crew to turn back and rescue others. Although Molly Brown died in 1932, her spirit may still reside at her old house in Denver, Colorado, which was restored in the 1970s and is now a museum. Visitors have also smelled pipe smoke, suggesting the presence of her husband James Joseph Brown. A Victorian-dressed woman and Molly's family members have also been seen. Number 7. Whaley House. Thomas Whaley built this family estate on San Diego's first open gallows in 1857. After moving in, he heard Yankee, Jim Robinson's heavy footsteps, a thief who was executed 4 years before the house was built. Whaley's family had several tragic suicides and deaths, many at home. The Whaley House Museum claims family members run up the stairs and turn lights on and off. Number 6. Myrtle's Plantation. One of the most haunted estates is General David Bradford's 1796 Myrtle's Plantation. The house sits on an Indian burial ground and holds at least 12 souls. Eavesdropping cost former slave Chloe her ear. She poisoned a birthday cake and killed 2 plantation owners' daughters to take revenge, but her fellow slaves hung her. Chloe traverses the plantation with a cap covering her amputated ear. Number 5. Winchester Mystery House. Sarah Winchester, the wife of firearm manufacturer William Wirt Winchester, lived in this extravagant mansion after Williams's death. According to legend, Sarah believed that the souls of those killed by the Winchester rifle were haunting her from beyond the grave. Taking a psychic's advice, Sarah moved to San Jose and created the 160-room Winchester Mystery House, which currently offers guided tours and is rumored to be haunted. Helen Mirren starred in a 2018 film on Sarah Winchester. Number 4. Lizzie Borden House. Fall River's Lizzie Borden House in Massachusetts saw a terrible double murder in 1892. Lizzie's parents, Andrew Borden and Abby Borden, were axe murdered at home. Lizzie Borden, the main suspect, was acquitted owing to a lack of evidence. The murder rooms are now a museum and bed and breakfast. The mansion is known for its ghosts and weird noises. Number 3. Hannah House. Indianapolis's Hannah House is one of America's most haunted. Alexander and Elizabeth Hannah, wealthy business people, built the mansion in 1858. The house was an underground railroad stop that helped slaves escape. Visitors and investigators report paranormal activity and many believe the mansion is haunted by former slaves. Ghosts, odd noises, and moving objects have been reported. Visitors can tour the haunted Hannah House, now a museum. Number 2. The Sally House. One of the most haunted houses in America is the Sally House in Atchison, Kansas. Deborah and Tony Pickman, a young couple, moved in and experienced terrible paranormal activity in the 1990s. They saw a ghost named Sally, a young girl. Many paranormal investigators and psychics have visited the home, described weird events, and caught unexplainable phenomena on camera. The Sally House attracts ghost hunters and paranormal investigators with its eerie history. Number 1. The Amityville House. The Amityville House is one of the world's scariest haunted houses. After the Lutz family moved in and believed they were haunted, the Amityville, New York mansion became famous. The family described weird noises, apparitions, and terror. After 28 days, the family fled. Numerous novels, films, and documentaries have examined the horrific happenings at the Amityville House. The Amityville House is one of the most fascinating and terrifying haunted houses in history, despite critics. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Like the video and have a nice day.